a chef, professional or otherwise, you know how important good knives are. And that's why our next guest started his own knife-making factory right here in Portland. Eytan Zias is a bladesmith and co-founder of STEELPORT Knife Company. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so your knives are forged steel. You also use Oregon maple for the handles. So tell us about the process.
Yeah, so we are reintroducing just classic American forged carbon steel cutlery. Something that we haven't had in the country in a lot of years, and we're trying to revive that part. Everything we do is U.S. sourced, made in Portland, down to, you know, the wood and the rivets and everything else.
That's great. So what is your background? Why did you decide to get into this business?
So I've been working with knives professionally for about 25 years now. I started off cooking for a living, then I became a professional knife sharpener, and then I've been forging knives for the past 10 years. I'm as much a food guy as I am a knife guy. I'm really just into knives as they relate to food.
Yeah, and we're watching the video here of some of the process. I mean, this really, it's like a blacksmith. I mean, right? Like, is that how you would describe the process?
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are forging these knives. We start off with 52100 rod steel. Everything is made out of one single piece of steel, differentially heat treated. We get our blade up to 65 Rockwell, which is, you know, even past the manufacturer specs on it. Really long lasting edge, very durable. Full polish on the blade. We pre-patina it using Kova coffee. To do that, we get all their spent beans.
Oh, really?
From them, yeah. And it's kind of a Portland cliche, but we found that actually creates the best patina.
Oh,
we
wow.
don't have to use any bad chemicals like I would normally use ferric chloride back in the day. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, that's so great that there's that natural element to it as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you have in the arsenal here?
We just launched our sets. So we launched a 3-piece set for the holiday. We were in the New York Times gift guide today.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, very cool.
I'm really just here to brag. That's my main purpose today. But we launched our 3-piece set in time for the holidays. We also just launched our knife block, which just follows all the pillars of everything else we do, same amount of craftsmanship, local wood, steel.
And this is magnetic, obviously, right?
Yeah, so it has a magnet on it, Oregon black walnut, powder coated.
Very cool.
Steel.
And I know that your bread knife, which I think is the one on the end here, that was also featured in the New York Times, right? It was the bread knife, right?
Yeah, it was. That was the most recent one. Yeah, it's our third time. So they featured our 6-inch the first time, and then our bread knife about a month or two ago.
And talk about the bread knife a little bit, because I know that one was kind of special to you and how you wanted it to be, right?
Yeah, that is probably my favorite knife out of everything, because I've never seen anything like that. So we are making, you know, with our knives, we're making what is essentially just a well-made, custom-style chef knife. People don't respect the bread knife enough, and they don't put the same amount of craftsmanship into it. So in my 25 years, I've never seen a bread knife with 65 Rockwell hardness, you know, forged, integral. We have our own type of wavy serration, which is good not just for, you know, it's good for crusty breads, it's good for very delicate loaves like a brioche or a challah or something, but also the barbecue guys love it because it's not an aggressive serration, and you can get through that tough bark on a brisket and still get nice slices.
Oh wow, I would have never thought to have used a bread knife on something like that.
Yeah.
That's great.
We spell probably to as many barbecue guys as sourdough bakers. So.
Oh, that's great. And also something I noticed is that is steel throughout the whole handle. So you're never going to be cutting and then have that blade pop off like you would with a more inexpensive knife, right?
No, this is the most durable way to make a knife.
Yeah.
We chose the lifting hook as our logo because it's the best example of something that has to be forged. You can't cast it, you can't stamp it. It's always going to break on you. So yeah, that's the most durable way. There's no seams, no welds, no pins on these.
That's awesome. Okay, you were having a pre-Thanksgiving party, right? Tell us about, at the factory, tell us about that.
Yeah, so the factory is on 36 and Sandy every year. Well, we're in our third year now, but so that we have our big open house party where we bring all our favorite vendors. We're gonna have Chef Doug Adams. He's gonna be debuting his new project, Brewing, which the entire city is waiting on right now.
Yeah, very cool.
Argyle Wines are going to be there, Westward Whiskey, Finex Cast Iron, Ken's Artisan, all our favorite brands that really that have the same idea, that are making stuff here in Portland, are going to be there. It's a free event, lots of food and drink samples, and you can see the factory, you can see how we make stuff.
Yeah, it does sound like a fun party. But you also your factory is open if people just wanted to come in for a tour, right?
Yeah, so open every day, every weekday, Monday through Friday, and then we are also adding Saturday hours now, from now through Christmas, just to give people some more time to shop. And we are available nationwide at all the good knife shops everywhere, and then nationally now at Sur La Table too. But what's nice about coming down to the factory is you can see the biggest selection, and every knife is different with the heat treat. All the burl is different, so you can go through everything and really pick out the one that speaks to you. So that's kind of the nicest, and you can talk to the guys who made it. So.
Yeah, very cool. Okay, give us the information again, like your website, all the things people need to know.
Yeah, so steelportknife.com is our website. If you go on our events page, then it has everything from our open houses to our classes to everything else that we do. And we're on 3602 Northeast Sandy Boulevard here in Portland.
Very cool. Yeah, go check it out. Thanks so much for being here.
Great. Thanks for having us.
All right, next, the panel.